Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, a shortage of an important antibiotic has parents and hospitals concerned. Plus, there are several fun holiday events for your family happening this weekend around the area. We'll have all the details. But first tonight, Lincoln Police are warning about package thefts increasing this time of year. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Rod has the night off. LPD says the number of package thefts this year has risen since this time last year. They say there are a number of ways people can stop their items from being stolen. Channel 8's Matthew Mittleiter has those details in our top story tonight.
Lincoln Police say there's been an increase in package thefts since 2021 and are warning the public to keep an eye out for porch pirates. During the first week of December last year, police say there were 3 reports of package thefts, worth a total of about $2,100. That same week in 2022, there were a total of 9 reported thefts, worth nearly $3,300. LPD also said that over the entirety of 2021, there were over 200 package thefts, for a nearly $54,000 total loss. And so far, 2022's numbers are even higher. Chief Teresa Ewan says that these thefts are often crimes of opportunity, so people should grab their packages right away when they're delivered and check any security cameras often.
They drive through neighborhoods, they might follow UPS or FedEx or the mail person. And so we have to make sure that our public is aware that, Ring cameras, any cameras you have on your house will help us find these people. So when it goes off, look at it.
Police shared several ways to prevent thefts, including scheduling deliveries for when you'll be home, having packages delivered to a workplace, or asking a friend or neighbor to collect your package if you aren't home. Some companies, like Amazon, let you connect smart technology to your garage to allow delivery drivers to leave packages inside. Ewan says overall people just need to look out for their neighbors this time of year and shouldn't be afraid to call police if they see something suspicious.
You see a car that's constantly going up and down the street, there's something wrong with that. That's not normal behavior necessarily. And so just call. We'll check it out. We'll find out what's going on. Getting that information from the video and people's eyewitness statements, if packages are taken, is important.
Police also say that if you purchase any TVs, gaming devices, or other high-end equipment, you should avoid leaving the empty boxes out in the open when taking out your trash, to keep from advertising the valuables in your home to burglars. Reporting in Lincoln, Matthew Mittleiter, Channel 8 News.
In other crime news, the Gage County Sheriff's Office is warning of a fraud attempt in our area. They're saying a man was about to lose thousands of dollars to a scam. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto joins us live with more details. Veronica?
The victim says he was approached at a gas station in Kirtland by some people saying they would give him a bunch of jewelry. They said they needed the money to buy plane tickets to Dubai. The suspects offered the jewelry for $20,000 and said it was worth $50,000. Sergeant Hansen said the victim and then followed him to a bank in Pickrell. But as the victim approached the bankers, he saw the suspects taking off and leaving the jewelry. Now the sheriff's office is alerting people on these types of scams.
Call law enforcement right away. Don't be embarrassed. Don't fall or don't succumb to any type of pressure or demands. And just take a minute and stop and think.
Hansen says he believes the suspects were not from the area and that they could even be from out of state. Hansen says the victim described the 3 suspects as a male and a woman in their 30s and a younger male, and described them as being from the Middle East. I will have more on this story at 6.
Sounds good, Veronica. Thank you very much. And in other crime news, police are still searching for someone who's throwing rocks and caused more than $5,000 in damage to homes in North Lincoln earlier this month. Now, a possible second suspect has been identified, who vandalized a home in central Lincoln. Police say this man caused $200 in damage to a home at Goodhue and C Streets. As you can see, he's got a mustache, black boots, red pants, blue hoodie, and a stocking cap. Anyone with information is asked to call police. Now to some developing news we've been following all day. The Lancaster County Sheriff has identified the victim in a fatal rollover crash. The sheriff says 24-year-old John Free lost control of his car on a bridge on Highway 77 just south of Ceresco around 5:30 a.m. They say he wasn't wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the vehicle. Authorities believe driving at high speeds on slick roads caused the accident. We have new details from a house fire early this morning. Lincoln Fire and Rescue says 8 people were forced to evacuate. It started in the attic of a home on Southwest 24th Street around 5:30 this morning, but thankfully everyone made it out okay, no injuries. LFR says the cause was a faulty exhaust fan in the bathroom. There was about $60,000 in damage. In health news, the alarm is growing about some drug shortages across parts of the country, with the triple-demic cases of flu, RSV, and COVID driving high demand for medications. And it's not just over-the-counter options. A popular antibiotic might be hard to find. ABC's Brian Clark has more.
Some parents and caregivers are having a tough time getting pediatric medications as 3 respiratory viruses sweep across the nation: the flu, RSV, and COVID-19. Demand is surging for over-the-counter drugs like children's Tylenol. Our station KGO searching 3 San Francisco stores, but coming up empty. While some over-the-counter meds may just need to be restocked, the FDA says there's an actual shortage of the prescription antibiotic amoxicillin. Colorado mom Aslan Schott was looking for just that for her 5-year-old daughter Zayla's ear infection.
She had a really bad cough and really bad congestion.
Schott says she tried 18 pharmacies before finding one that could fill her prescription.
I was relieved just to hear those words, we have it in stock. Once I got there and had it in hand, it was just like a big sigh of relief. And I actually gave her a dose of medicine right in the car.
Walgreens telling ABC News they're also seeing an increased demand for cold, flu, and pain relief products, but that they're dedicated to meeting the need.
In the 20 years that I've been practicing, I've never seen drug shortages quite like this.
Manufacturers say it takes time to get the drugs from the warehouse to the shelves, so experts are recommending worried parents shop around or check back later, get written prescriptions, and try using different brands that are less in demand.
I think everyone needs to take a deep breath and have a little bit of patience. Yes, there's increased demand, but there's certainly products available out there. It just might not be the exact product you're looking for at the exact time, which is frustrating, but it's workable.
Brian Clark, ABC News, New York.
Another gray day across our area for the weather department. A lot of clouds here, Rusty.
Yeah, it was quiet though. Not a lot of wind, no precipitation out there, no freezing drizzle or anything like that. So that was nice to see, but it was a gray day and it's still gray out there. Maybe some sunshine though for south central and southwest Nebraska from North Platte to Grand Island South and just a little bit north. But other than that, quite a bit in the way of cloud cover. Here's what it looks like outside. Schoen's Roofing, Beatrice, 6th Street and Perkins, a lot of cloud cover. But the streets appear to be doing just fine after that freezing and light rain that we had earlier yesterday. 35 degrees in Beatrice right now, 34 in Nebraska City. Hebron, you're at 37 degrees. If you go a little further to the north, you're going to see that temperatures are a little cooler, especially up towards O'Neill, where it's 28 degrees, but it's a little warmer south and west. 45 in McCook right now. Ogallala also at 45 degrees. For Saturday in Lincoln, patchy fog going to start the day. We should see a mixture of clouds and sun as we head through the middle part of the day, and I think by the afternoon the sun will try to at least come back out. Models are saying that's going to happen, but they also said we were going to see sunshine today, so take that for what it's worth. 24 degrees to start your day, 38 degrees by noon, and around 46 degrees with just a light southwest wind at 5, 10, maybe 15 miles per hour. So a decent day on Saturday that continues into Sunday. Then another storm system is taking aim at Nebraska, and we could see some snow on one side of the state, rain on the other. We'll figure that one out in a few minutes.
Bring on the moisture. All right, thank you, Rusty. One Lincoln business is trying to get people active with a Nerf battle. Nebraska Knockerball is hosting a Nerf war today from noon until 10 p.m.
Get out of the house, have some actual interactions with other people. This pandemic has been kind of hard on people, and they've been segregated, so why not get out amongst your peers and have some fun.
Yeah, the event is only $20 and you can stay as long as you want. They'll provide ammo, and if you need, you can rent a Nerf gun. This is what the course looks like here. We got there early before anyone was coming to the event yet, but Nebraska Knockerball is located on Judson Street, just north of 23rd and Cornhusker Highway. Well, Christmas will be here before we know it, and there are several events happening this weekend for your family to help get everyone into the holiday spirit. Here are the details. Santa will be making several stops this weekend. The Downtown Lincoln Association and the Arbor Day Foundation are excited to welcome Lincoln residents to their holiday installation, Santa's Wonderful Woods at Tower Square in downtown Lincoln. Head to 13th and P Streets tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. to enjoy a cup of hot cocoa, make some ornaments, and see Santa. Plus, take some photos with the decorations and check out the local shops in the downtown area. Also happening in Lincoln this weekend, the Love the Locals Holiday Craft Market is going to be in full swing at the Bay for their 7th year. Saturday, they're having a sip and shop holiday preview night where you can experience a small version of the holiday market with free local extras. You can shop and get first dibs on all the goods from 6 to 9 o'clock on Saturday for $35. Then on Sunday, the main holiday market opens at 10 a.m. and goes until 4 in the afternoon at the Bay in Lincoln. There are over 50 local makers and artists. Tickets are $5 and it includes a free photo booth, live music, a gift wrapping station, and a local holiday shopping experience. And over in Ashland, they're getting ready to host their Holly Jolly Hometown Christmas tomorrow from 9:30 to 6:30. Check out the lunch fundraisers for organizations like the Ashland Arts Council, the Boy Scouts, and the Speech Team. Plus, later in the evening, check out the fire pits and food on the main drag between 14th and 15th on Silver Street. Still to come on the news tonight, a surprising announcement from a U.S. senator. They've decided to switch parties. That story after the break. We turn now to a bombshell announcement from Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema. She's leaving the Democratic Party and registering as an independent. While this is a blow to Democrats, it's unlikely to change the power balance in the Senate. Democrats will still keep the majority. Sinema will keep her committees and voting record. She says nothing about her values or beliefs will change and that she is just rejecting party politics.
Today's announcement is a reflection of my values, and I think the values of most Arizonans who are tired of a political system that pulls people to the edges and really doesn't reflect who we are as a people.
Sinema says she does not plan to caucus with Republicans, but has not said if she will with Democrats. And we now have a better idea of how much oil leaked out of the Keystone pipeline near the Nebraska-Kansas border. TC Energy says 14,000 barrels of oil spilled on rural land in Washington County. That's just shy of about 600,000 gallons. The pipeline was shut down after they noticed a drop in pressure. They say the oil has been contained and the area is being monitored. The pipeline has been in operation since 2010 with 22 spills in that time. It's estimated the cleanup could last months or even years.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
There was hope for a little sunshine today, and we did see it for about a half an hour. It was filtered through some sunshine, but we did see the sun come out briefly, and now the clouds are back and they're going to stick around, and we'll likely see some patchy fog similar to what we had last night, just without the drizzle and light rain. And it didn't amount to a whole lot. In my rain gauge in southeast Lincoln, I saw 5 100ths, and that was it. So hey, it's moisture. We'll take whatever moisture Mother Nature throws our way. So a quiet and gray and cool night out there, but not cold. 35 at the airport, 34 Yankee Hill Road, 34 in 4th and Milford, 35s in Seward and Friend. So it's sure there's a chill in the air, but we obviously could be a lot colder this time of year. Everybody in the 30s, from 31 Central City, just above the freezing mark in Columbus, and just about everybody is above the freezing mark, but not by much. We're just a few degrees here and there. 34 Nebraska City, 35 in Lincoln. The wind very light, so that's conducive to fog sticking around. So here's satellite and radar, just clouds out there, nothing really going on, no precipitation. So let's jump forward here a little bit. Stormcast as we head through tonight into tomorrow morning. I'll drag your attention over here. There's high pressure that's eventually going to move in over there, but this is that low level cloud cover, maybe some patchy fog. It eventually gets out of here by about noon. High pressure should help us out on that, and as long as this happens, we'll see the sun come out for the second half of the day, and it will warm us up a little bit. But boy, if that fog is stubborn, which I can understand that, we'll see if that happens, and if that does happen, we'll be a little cooler than my forecast highs, which I'll show you here in a minute. First, let's go to next week. Interesting storm system coming our way. By Monday night, rain starts to move in for the eastern half of the state. That sticks around for a while. This is Tuesday morning, good chance for rain. Cold air starts to filter in. Snow starts 6 a.m., probably late Wednesday night or late Monday night into Tuesday morning, and sticks around for a while. So that was Tuesday morning. Now this is Tuesday night. Snow still out there. So significant snowfall for north central and northwestern Nebraska. Add in that wind, we could have an issue in western and north central Nebraska. Notice though, central and eastern Nebraska, not as much going on, but as we head towards Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, it may creep in here a little bit, but I think the big portion of the eastern half of the state will see rain and then snow for north central and northwestern Nebraska for the most part. But this thing is evolving. It could be the first winter storm of the season. So because of that, already winter storm watch in place from the National Weather Service for Cherry County and Sheridan County for Monday into Wednesday. So, I mean, it's Friday. We still have Saturday and Sunday to go. So I'm sure this will evolve, and we'll be keeping a very close eye on it all weekend. Tonight, temperatures in the middle 20s, maybe even 30 degrees like Omaha, Nebraska City, but patchy fog, otherwise mostly cloudy, a very light wind, and 24 degrees, which is a few degrees above the average low for this time of year with mostly cloudy skies. And that cloud cover should burn off the second half of the day, warming us up into the middle and maybe even the upper 40s as long as the clouds burn off. 46 degrees, southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour, afternoon sunshine. 7-day forecast looks like this: 46 on Saturday, 48 on Sunday, and then that rain chance Monday into Tuesday. We could see a little of that snow trying to push in on Wednesday, and then the 10-day outlook has temperatures falling off. Highs in the lower 30s, then eventually the upper, maybe even just the middle 20s as we head towards the end of next week and next weekend, with another chance for some snow showers. So quiet for the weekend. Not a whole lot going on Saturday and Sunday temperature-wise, middle and upper 40s. So if you've been putting up the Christmas lights or the decor on the outside of the house for the holiday season, here's your weekend.
Yeah, best of both worlds here. We get a quiet weekend for any of these holiday events that are going on, but then we get the much needed moisture possibly, hopefully, next week.
Yeah, we really need the moisture, so hopefully this is just the beginning of an active winter where we see storm after storm after storm, which isn't always the best, but we do need the moisture.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you very much, Rusty. A negative day on Wall Street to end the work week. The Dow falling just over 300 points. NASDAQ is down 77. S&P losing 29. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source. Popular bourbon maker comes up with the cure for loneliness this season, and no, it's not more bourbon. Plus, an innovative thinking doctor helps her patient experience the gift of life. Mandy Gaither has those stories and more in tonight's Take a Look at This.
Feeling lonely this holiday season? Are you also a big fan of bourbon? Well, it's your lucky day. Bourbon maker Jim Beam has just created the gift you never thought you needed. Kentucky Hug Pajamas, named after the phrase that describes the warm feeling you get after your first sip of the spirit. These, fashionable flannel PJs have removable padding around the neck and shoulders that can mimic a real-life hug, perfect for those going solo this Christmas. Don't know if this is sad or genius. And something that definitely fits the genius category: when this vision-impaired woman from Omaha, Nebraska became pregnant, her OBGYN was determined to find a way for Ashton Johnson to experience the milestones just like any other patient.
And so the thought came, like, it would be really nice to give her something tangible to hold on to feel the contours of the baby's face, and to really get an understanding of what baby looks like.
With the help of another doctor and a 3D printer, Dr. Katie Sekpe turned Johnson's ultrasounds into something she could feel.
You can tell, the nose, the lips, how the brow is.
That's so cool. The doctors say this opportunity raises oxytocin levels in mom and increases attachment.
So cool, like I can actually feel his little lips and his little nose. That is so cute, and his little eyes. Oh my gosh.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Mandy Gaither.
How sweet, how cool is that? Technology.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Can we get a final check of our forecast tonight, Rusty?
Yeah, a pretty decent weekend ahead. We've got temperatures above average. We should be around 40, 41 degrees this time of year. We'll be about 5 or 6 degrees above that on Saturday and Sunday, so we'll call that mild. I'm going to say mostly cloudy skies on Saturday, but we should see the sun try to peek out the second half of the day. Sunday, same thing, where we might start off with a little patchy fog and then eventually some sunshine in the afternoon, and then a good chance for some rainfall on Monday, which, it's the middle of December almost, and we're talking rain and not snow. So we'll see how that turns out, and we'll keep a close eye on it.
Sounds great. Thank you, Rusty, and thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you at 6.
With the Channel 8 News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
We only do one thing at Comfort Made Mattress Factory: handcraft the highest quality mattress possible. It's backed by a lifetime comfort guarantee. Come see us.
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness News is brought to you by Christensen Hearing.
It's